Growing up, my father was the neighborhood hero. He was a successful architect, a doting husband, and the kind of guy who'd fix your lawnmower for free. But he had one absolute rule. The basement was his private office, and it was always locked. He told me it was full of expensive blueprints and dangerous equipment. For 18 years, I believed him. The week after my high school graduation, my parents went away for a weekend retreat. I was home alone when I heard a faint, rhythmic tapping coming from the floorboards. It wasn't the pipes. It was coming from the basement. I tried the door, thinking maybe a bird had gotten in, but it was locked tight. That's when I remembered the spare key hidden inside an old hollowed-out book in his study. I opened the basement door and walked down into the dark. It wasn't an office. It was a replica. He had rebuilt my childhood bedroom exactly as it looked 10 years ago, right down to the posters on the walls and the smell of lavender. But that wasn't the part that made my blood run cold. In the center of the room was a life-size doll, dressed in my old clothes, sitting at a tea set. I found a ledger on the table. It wasn't full of blueprints. It was full of dates and observations. Every single day for the last decade, he had recorded my height, my weight, what I ate, and who I talked to. He hadn't been working late in his office. He had been down here, practicing how to keep me a child forever. The tapping I heard, it was an automated recording of my own voice at age 8, playing on a loop. I realized then that my perfect father didn't love who I was. He was obsessed with who I used to be. I found a passport and a suitcase hidden under the replica bed. He wasn't planning a retreat with my mom. He had bought 2 tickets to a country with no extradition. One for him and one for little Sarah. I didn't wait for them to come back. I called the police and showed them the room. When my father was arrested, he didn't look angry. He just looked at me with tears in his eyes and whispered, "You weren't supposed to grow up." My mother claims she never knew, but I found the lavender spray in her grocery bag the next day.